Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to our second step lesson. Last week we spoke about identifying emotions and how to know what we're feeling. Today we're going to talk about what to do when you identify your emotion. Once you know how you're feeling, how can you make yourself feel better? Now I want to show you all this poster that I have. This poster says how to calm down. And on the bottom, it has 3 things that you should do to help yourself calm down. The first one says stop. The second one says name your feeling. And the third one says calm down. And it has 3 different things that you can do to calm yourself down. The first one is to breathe. The next one is to count. And the next one is to use positive self-talk. Today we'll talk about breathing and counting, and next week we'll talk about using positive self-talk. Now if you look at our little friend here, he is counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's thinking, I can do it. That's positive self-talk. He's using the skills to help himself calm down. So whenever you're feeling a strong feeling, like if you're feeling very angry, very upset, very confused, very frustrated, very disappointed, then these are the steps that you follow. You say stop, name your feeling, look at your body. Remember we spoke about last week that your body tells you how you feel. So pay attention to how your body is feeling and what feels different, and that might help you know what feeling you're feeling. And once you know what feeling you're feeling, you can use one of the three calm down strategies to make yourself feel better. Now, a lot of you might be having a lot of strong feelings because everything is very different. You used to be in school, you used to be able to go on play dates, and now your life might look very different. So it's okay if you feel a lot of strong feelings. That's normal, and a lot of kids are feeling very strong feelings now. But the most important thing to remember is that you should talk to your mommy or someone who you really care about, and they can always help you make you feel better. Another thing is to do the breathing like we just said. The first thing is to try deep breathing. Now I'm going to give you some tips to help you know how to do the deep breathing properly. We like to call it belly breathing, and I'll tell you why. If you put your hand on your belly when you take a deep breath in, you might feel that your belly gets bigger, and then when you let your breath out, your belly gets smaller. Now let's all practice that together. Put your hands on your belly. Take a deep breath in. Feel your belly get bigger. And take a deep breath out, and you feel your belly get smaller. Another thing we like to do is we practice by pretending that we're smelling flowers and then blowing up a balloon. Now I brought some flowers and a balloon to practice with you. Let's do it together. Let's try it again. Good. Now you don't actually need flowers and balloons to do it at home, but it might help you if you imagine it in your brain. Imagine that you're smelling flowers and then blowing up a balloon. Good, let's do it together. Everyone put your hands on your belly. Now smell the flowers. Now blow up a balloon. Excellent job. And you might have to do this a few times until you notice that you're feeling calmer. That's okay. Do it as many times as you need until you feel more calm. And the next tool that we said is counting. So after you take a few breaths, another thing you can do is count. And counting can help you relax so that you have time to catch up to all of your strong feelings. So let's practice breathing and then counting. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job, everyone. I feel much calmer, and I hope that you feel calmer too. Now, I just wanted to finish with a book that I have that talks about all the different strong feelings that we might have. now that we're home and we're spending a lot of time with our families. Sometimes I feel sunny. Sometimes I feel sunny, like a great big smiling sun. Sometimes I feel sad, as though nothing will be fun. Sometimes I feel funny, like a crazy clownish clown. Sometimes I feel angry, and the world seems upside down. There are days when I need a hug. There are days when I'm the king. And there are funny, floaty, empty days when I don't feel anything. Sometimes I feel fizzy. Sometimes I feel strong. Sometimes I feel dizzy. Sometimes I feel wrong. There are scratchy, grumpy, yucky days, like eating slugs and snails. There are rosy, smiley, happy days, just like fairy tales. Sometimes I feel frightened, scared and lost and small. Sometimes I feel brave and 55 feet tall. Sometimes I feel dreamy as I float up into space to have a huge adventure in my special secret place. But when the sun is sleepy and the sky is turning red, I feel a yawnish kind of feeling, so I climb right into bed. And then I feel so very me, and I feel so very right. And I feel the lovely love, love, love when you kiss me goodnight. The end. So let's review what we spoke about today. When we are feeling really strong feelings, the first thing to do is to use our cues from our body or from the things around us to help us know how we feel. Once we know how we feel, we tell our body stop, we name our feeling, and then we use one of our calming down strategies, like breathing or counting, and next week we'll talk about using positive self-talk. And I wanted to show you how one of my friends used this skill. This is Teresa, and Teresa's in her classroom. As you can see, Teresa was painting a picture, but she accidentally spilled paint all over her picture and it got ruined. Teresa didn't even know how she felt, so she stopped and she paid attention to what her body was telling her. And she noticed that she had a really sad feeling in her belly, so she said, "Stop. I am feeling sad." She identified her feeling. Then she put her hand on her belly. She took a deep breath in. She pretended like she was smelling a flower. And she took a deep breath out. She did it a few times, and then she counted, and she felt so much better. And she realized that what she should do is go over to her Morah and ask for a new picture to paint. She went over to her Morah, and her Morah gave her a new picture, and she felt so much better. I hope you all are having a great time at home, and I can't wait to meet with you again next week. Bye-bye.